Okay, so I am I'm getting ready to feed Lalit, and I was going to show you all how this process is occurring now from the very beginning. Because a lot has changed, and Lalit has developed quite the personality during feeding time. So I'm not going to show you me because I'm a hot mess. I'm still a little groggy, but I'm going to go get him real quick, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to get him set up in the chair, and this is where we feed and have dinner, snacks, whatever. So I'm going to go get him, and I will be back in like 5 seconds. So just pretend you're hearing some elevator music or something in the background, or um, listen to um, Chicago PD on TV. I'll be right back. Hold on. Hold, please. Okay, now normally we don't lead in on a leash. We just let him walk. But he spilled an entire cup of tea on my white couch last night. He came in a little too rambunctious, so I brought him in on a leash to avoid him getting where I've cleaned it. So I'm gonna get him. Let me see. I want to make sure you can all see this. Come here. Come on. Okay. So let me get him. I'm gonna get him placed in his chair. Come here, bud. All right. Put the leash aside. He's getting quite big, so really hope that John hurries and finishes his Bailey chair because he doesn't technically fit in this anymore. Alright, so the first thing we do is we put the harness on. I mean, most of you know these steps. I just want you to see his... I never put this thing on right side up. I just want you to see the personality that he has developed while eating. He's become quite bossy. And he's a little impatient. And notice the snugness of this. If you compare to one of the last ones, this back part actually overlapped, leaving quite a bit of room, but it no longer overlaps. So this means we're growing good. All right, so we hook him in just like that. That keeps him up straight. Okay? Then we take this. We're getting you ready? You get ready to eat? Huh? Okay. Pause up. Come on. There you go. Let's put this in. This props his belly away from the bar. There's a... It's kind of hard there. And then this is going to wrap around him like the neck pillow used to do. I really hope all of this is getting recorded. Okay, pause up. and I tuck it a little to the back, but this balances him, keeps him tucked, and keeps him upright, like so. Let me peek at the camera. I want to make sure you're getting a good view of him. Oh yeah, you can see him good. Okay. Alright, and this is his napkin. And trust me, he knows exactly what the napkin is. I want you to watch. This is one of his funny little quirks that we do when we open the napkin.
I got Kim a lump sum of cash, and she still has payments coming in. Thanks, Andy. We're Peachtree people. It's what we do.
You ready?
You need money.
Pause up. There you go.
Into cash.
We're Peachtree people. It's what we do.
Call now for our free quote. Call 800-513-0893.
Alright, I tuck it to the back. Make sure his elbows are on top of it. Just so it doesn't get so dirty. This food this morning that he's getting, he is still eating with a spoon, is rice, his canned dog food, and his protein powder. He may or may not eat all of this. You see, it's quite a bit, but sometimes he does. You never can tell. So, but if you'll listen, you may not be able to hear all I'm explaining, how I'm feeding him. But anyways, okay. We'll start feeding. He does eat like this. He wants to eat very fast. If you can see the food flying, this is why we put a napkin or a tablecloth under him. Any delay causes him to get quite twisted. He does not like to have to wait on a bite of food at all. But at 3 to 4 times per meal, he does have to wait. This is one of those things that's going to be very hard to show on tape or video or whatever. Tape, you can tell tape. I said tape. Ha! That's so old school. But I can sort of tell by watching him when we have to stop. And at that point, he has to stop, whether he wants to or not, which is going to be after this bite. All right, we got to wait. I always tell him we have to wait and set the food down. Then we have a little thing. Sounds kind of silly, but clean your napkin off. I'll let him lick what has spilled onto the napkin. And when he's done, you see the paw? He says he's done, so he wants me to put it back down. So I put it back down. But now we literally have to sit, and I have to listen for him to swallow. He gets very mad. What is it? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You gotta swallow. Eating as fast as he does, the food, even though it's liquid, it just will not go down the esophagus fast enough. So we wait. And we wait for a good burp or a good swallow. Come on. Swallow it down. Can y'all see his face? I'm going to turn him a little more to the camera because I can feed him from this angle. It's fine. swallowed, and it is going to be hard for y'all to hear, but if you're sitting right close to him, you can hear him swallow. So as long as he swallows the food, then I can go ahead and give him another round. Then we're gonna wait. But part of the reason I'm doing this is to show anyone that considers adopting any MegaE dog that has to be fed. This is not a long process. This is maybe at best a 15 to 20 minute process. When the food is liquid like this, he does not have to sit still as long. And I know that when John finishes his Bailey chair, this will be a whole lot better. Most of the time I have a plastic coated spoon, but it's dirty, and I'll admit I didn't do dishes yesterday because, again, I was still a little sedated and groggy, so... Alright, so we're fixing to have to wait again because I can just tell. Alright, that's it. We gotta wait. I don't really know how to explain the wait. It's just one of those things that I think that if you feed him, we're cleaning the napkin again. You know, this is what we're supposed to do. We clean the napkin. This is his thing. He decided he wanted to start cleaning his napkin. And when he's done, he puts he takes it down when he's done. He tells me that it's clean, and it's pretty darn clean. Is that a little bird?
Gives the drugs to Red and several other scumbag dealers, and they sell it to kids on the street.
You can't touch him because he's modifying chemistry defensive.
Yeah, but as soon as he processes it here in Chicago,
I'll also show you real quick, because I can get it ready really quick, what I do after dinner. Normally we don't do it after breakfast, but since I'm videoing, I'm going to show you. I do give him crunchy treats, but then we follow with, okay, see, that was a good swallow, and I don't know if you were watching and you could see, but you can tell that he swallowed really good then. So the better the swallow, and he's going to probably finish this entire bowl of food. The vet said that this is pretty common in MegaE dogs. I did try dry dog food, turned to mush, and it made him sick. I tried it twice. So we're sticking with the rice, the protein powder. At night he gets a little pumpkin just because it's a little extra fiber. And his canned dog food. So that's his meal, and that's very consistent. Now, I will tell you, lunch consists of only canned dog food, and he eats about 3/4 of a can at lunch. So that's kind of a little drop hint. There's some canned dog food on the Amazon wish list. It's the Purina Pro Plan for sensitive stomach. It's the same one that Noah ate, and it's really good for him. And so anytime anybody wants to send anything to help out, that canned food would be awesome to send, because he eats almost 3 cans of that a day, believe it or not. And even though he is smaller than his siblings, he is not a lot smaller than his siblings. He cleaned his bowl. He literally has eaten all of this, and then I let him lick the bowl. Always let him lick the bowl. The Bailey chair is going to have a slightly tilted shelf where his bowl will sit down. You know, there'll be a cutout for the bowl to sit into, and it will tilt a little, kind of like this bowl is tilted right now. This will be the tilt. So he will be able to eat without the assistance of the spoon or the or anything else. All right, it's all gone. Let's clean the napkin. He'll be able to eat without any help once the Bailey chair is done. I mean, I'll probably have to help him at first, but all right. When he puts it, and that was a good burp and swallow. So then when he's done, we take the napkin away. And that's another, this is an indicator to him that feeding time is over. And then I have to remove the bowl. So listen to him squeal at me, and I'm going to go fix a little bit of juice, and then I'm going to give him a few snacks and show you how he gets some crunch in his diet real quick. So I'll be right back. Hold on 1 minute. Okay. Now he can either have apple juice, Gatorade, or Pedialyte. And right now I'm out of Pedialyte. The Gatorade's in the outside refrigerator. So what I have inside is some apple juice. So what we do is we get the crunchy snacks. He likes these too, if you can see these. Lori Free sent him these. They're like blueberry Cheerios, and I swear I'm thinking about eating one. They're really good, but he really likes these. And he really likes these, which some more came today, Lori, in that box, so thank you very much. Because he really, really likes these, and they're Wisconsin made, so hey. Alright, so these, because they're so crumbly, he can just have it. As long as he's sitting up, he can have it. This gives him the opportunity to chew and also to clean his teeth. We'll get that in a minute. He can have a few, and then he has to have liquid. Anything dry or hard like this, it can get hung up on the walls of the esophagus, and then it kind of makes a clog. So that's why we have to have some juice to wash it down. Apple juice. He's not a huge fan, but he has to have it. Apple juice, there you go. Come on. Come on.
started following them in real life.
Anyway, so
Tostitos,
Come on.
get together already.
Chicago PD continues next on USA.
He wants me to take it away. That's why he's pushing up my hand. Okay. So I'm going to give him a couple of his other little treats, and then we'll stop the video. And after he's done, he's going to sit in this for literally about 10 minutes. And that's it. And then he can get up, and he can go on about his business, and he can run outside, and he can play. See, he loves these, Lori. He absolutely loves them. All right, one more, because that first one was a half. So maybe another half. Oh, I can't get a half, so we'll just get another whole. How about that? Okay. So even the crunchy, these kind of crunchy, they're not as crumbly crunchy, if that makes sense. So that type of crunchy, because there's a little bit more chew to them, those I break into smaller pieces. The real crumbly crunchy, he can just chew those because they'll just crumble apart.
What's up, bud?
A little bit more.